Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Ooh, all right, everybody. Listen, it's your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. We are about to get into RuPaul's Drag Race Season 18, Episode 10. It was another design challenge. I have got to say, they have been truly feeding us this season with creative. Why did I say it like that? Creative challenges. It's me, I'm always here for the sewing. We've kind of been asking for this. One season it was a whole lot of acting and it was not fun. But this is a challenge, and some people had redemption moments. Others, to be honest with you, I liked everybody's outfits. I liked everybody's. Like, I had no boots, there was no chops, there was nothing like, ooh, bad or whatever. Now, I will say it was interesting that a question was asked on the main stage, and I thought to myself, oh, is this how we're going to determine who's in the bottom? To then not actually pull the lever crunk. And then we got to go into the following week with that kind of like energy. I said, okay, interesting. I thought that was kind of wild, just a little bit. And, while I was doing my, screen grabs today for this episode, I did want to see what Discord got in that suitcase. Because at first I was so focused on the yellow. And I'm like, this is kind of the point they're trying to make with all these safety pins. But then I noticed something. I said, she did use the fabric in the suitcase. Not the main, not the biggest, not all that. She used the small stuff, but then we went a little, we'll get there. But I thought, okay, well, no, she actually did use that, but is the safety pins and all that deep? I don't know. I thought that was interesting. It was an interesting little ride when I was rewatching this today, where I was like, okay. But we'll talk about it. Corbin, I'm going to tell you who Mikey reminds me of when we get to the runway, because I was looking at it today and I said, I know exactly who she is. 90s television is the hint I'm going to give you for that one, with an excellent theme song. So let me go ahead and get all of my socials out the way first and get this party started. That is Mamu Chan in the background. My bubby is playing with that 25-cent toy currently, and he is wearing it out right now. So we're going to give him grace here, because he took a nice, nasty nap, and now he's up. But yeah, so listen, I don't want to take up too much of your time today, but a lot of you do know that I am a long-winded individual with diagnosed, actually, ADHD. So sometimes it goes a little bit longer than, your normal run-of-the-mill reviews or recaps here. So I'm just going to tell you ahead of time, if that's not your tea, too bad. But we do have timestamps available when one of my moderators, shout out to Emroika, has the time and does put together. We do normally pin it in the comment section. So if it is something to where it's like, I do still want to enjoy it, Matt, but I'm like, okay, cool. Head on over there, check out the timestamps. The community is aware of it. And again, I appreciate you all for still tuning in and being here today, whether you're for the long-windedness, whether for the 2 times you got to play me. I sound just like this, doing all that kind of stuff. I get it. So love you down. Hope everyone's doing well. I know a whole lot's going on in this world. We're not here to talk about that today and to get into that. So just make sure you leave all your worries at the door. We're here for the chatter. We're here for the ranting. We're here for the kikak and all the rest of it. Thank you, JMCL, for the first tippy poo of the day. I appreciate you, my baby. Love how many queens sabotage their fabric. Yeah, we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that, because I thought, so some of y'all were petty when you left your stuff, because you probably didn't think that you were going to be eliminated. Okay. Oh, we're going to get there. We're going to get there too. But let's get my socials out the way. If you haven't noticed in the background here what's going on, yes, I do have Pokebo, Pika Nose. I do have it. Shout out to Crash. They it was a Good Friday tweet, and Crash sent this to me. I thank you, my friend. Thank you, Rant Pack. I have nothing but nice things to say about it, but I won't talk about it throughout the episode. If you want to hear some of my thoughts on this, just wait till the end. I promise. For everybody else, I am going to make sure this is not too long-winded because I have not really slept. I'm going to be real with you. I've been very, very busy this week. I have been on hustle mode. I have been in the streets trying to make something happen, okay? And on top of it, I've been working out like crazy. And because I'm on my sobriety currently, and so that's my new drag right now is basically going to work out at the park and also going to the gym. And I'm so sore. It's not even funny. And I'd like to just rest the rest of the day. So I'm not even BSing you. So for my Patreon folks and for y'all on YouTube or whatever, I'm taking a pause after this, and I will be back Sunday on my Patreon to get back into Heated Rivalry. Shout out to the Patreon people. We are covering Heated Rivalry exclusively on my Patreon for $2 a month. This is leading me into my links. Hey, look at how I'm doing it. But if you did want to catch my reactions to this episode, shows like Heated Rivalry, UK versus the World, and more, tune into my Patreon. I am going to have Paris is Burning on Monday. I will be doing a reaction to that exclusive also for the page. But Heated Rivalry is currently the show everyone picked. I take back everything I thought of that show. I take it all back. I take it all back. I take it all back. Because I was like, these people are really hyping this up. Woo! Oh, the hype is real. Oh, episode 3 was a lot. Team Skip. I'm sorry. That was a lot. I was like, I have lived this life. This is crazy. Reactions on Patreon. Check it out over there. All my links are available in the About section for this YouTube channel. And if you did want to book me on Cameo, it's also there. Links, bookable, Merchville at dragqueenmerch.com. Affiliate partner with Paramount Plus. You already know that All Stars is coming around the corner. So get that free week of Paramount Plus on me. P.O. Box if you want to send anything. And a Discord if you want to be a part of the Rant Pack community over there. I'm about to intertwine the Patreon and the Discord. So for those of you who are part of the Patreon and you also want to be a part of the Discord, but you're like, how do I do? I'm about to do a little Connect 4 because I just saw how I'm supposed to do that. So stay tuned for that coming up as well. I'm going to make it a part of the paid membership where you get to do some extra things, and we have some games and community stuff that's going to go down over there. I'm going to get real into it. So I appreciate everybody for being a part of any of those communities or for supporting me in any of those other lanes. I thank you so very much. Now, this disclaimer is because some people are very nasty and they... maybe can't read the room, but I'll help you. This disclaimer is for you. This program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, gender, company, individual, or wigs, and all opinions expressed by myself and program participants also their personal views and do not reflect the opinions of every human on the planet. No hate should be sent to any of the shows or individuals mentioned on this program, so please don't be rude. Grab your libations and strap in. I'm a little bit of a talker. You may be here for a while. I've literally said this at the beginning of every episode. That's for you. Please don't post any spoilers in the chat. And if you feel uncomfortable after viewing this program, have yourself a little bit of Matty-Rants in the merch store and get yourself a little good and old nasty boot. And if you wanted to drop any love in my jar, please and thank you. It goes certainly a long, long way in support. You don't have to, but if you wanted to, here you go. But that thumbs up button, please, and get in the comment section and talk about this episode. Some people miss that cue, but talk about this episode. That's what we're here for. But yeah. Tippy Poo, PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $99924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. And I thank you again for tuning in. I played Leave Green for a little bit, and I had fun with that, but we'll talk about it at the end of the video because I have at least 5 minutes of a rant on this one. I have never been gagged as hard as I have been with playing a game like that in my life. Animal Crossing, good, may you rest in peace. Okay, so listen, We're getting into this episode. It's a design challenge. It's not going to be too much of a long ride there, but it's going to be a good ride when we get to whatever it is, right? I've also included Untucked in this conversation because honestly, I would be gagged if Iman came backstage and gave me the gift of life by telling me what is important to her and her time with Terry Mugler. Are you kidding me? I mean, people pay for that kind of experience. So I'm like, this is they were so lucky. I also think this is one of the best lip syncs of the season. Not the best lip sync of the season, but one of the best lip syncs of the season. Mama knew her words. Get the hell off of Kenya's neck. Get off of it. I'm getting sick of it. Okay, I get it. She's not doing good to you. That's fine. But like, baby girl has stepped her puss up. And that's rant pack. So we stand over here for our sister. Something may be wrong, something may be right, but she's done it twice in a row. Give that girl some coots. And no one went home. Be happy. I wanted someone to go home, but at the same time, I'm like, cool. Another opportunity for someone to pull it together. Another chance, whatever the case may be. Also, come here. The middle section of this episode was quite hilarious. When they were trying to get their outfits together and everyone's like going through the motions and sort of being delirious, the crystal conversation, the like just full bit of it. I don't know what it was, but I was like, yo, this was funny. Just watching the whole episode. And again, yeah, I was here for this week. This week was good to me. And you know what? I think they're sleeping a little bit on Darlene. I kind of live for Darlene's look this week. But Jane, I'll be real. I was so happy Kenya was up there in the top 2 because I was like, ooh, that's gonna make somebody mad. And I also live for my sister being up there. But I said unequivocally, just based off of what I saw on the main stage, Jane was gonna win. And I was proud for Kenya. Kenya chewed her outfit now. But I was like, out of everybody, and then what they got in their suitcase, scraps with freaking glue and crap on it. Are you kidding me? What? Yeah, give it to her. Because everybody else got bolts. Nah, this girl got screwed. You know what I mean? Like, So to me, it was the right choice and everything sort of played out the way it was supposed to be. And, you know, it was little nitpicking stuff like the shoe isn't cute or, you know, this is a whole lot of that. But yeah. Okay. Dun, dun, dun. Let's go ahead and start the episode. And hi, welcome to the live chat, everybody. Hope you're doing good. Hope everybody's well. Kissy, kissy, hugs, hugs, hugs. Let me go ahead and say my highs real quick. We're too far away. Come back, Matthew. Come back to me. Shout out to people on my Patreon. I see y'all in the live chat. They've been watching Heated Rivalry with me. I was going through it. I haven't been alive like that in a long time for a show now. Like, for those who've seen my reactions over the years, I have not got up like that in a minute for a show. I'm screaming at the TV. I'm pausing to yell at everybody who's watching it with me like, girl, do you see this book? Yes. Great show. Okay, let's move in. Let's move in, everybody. Come on, get in the house. Get in the house. We lost Athena. We did. I assumed she died. You know, not really, but you could possibly think that because of the way this was handled. I know it was her auntie and then her mama back to back. You know, Juicy was losing family members as if this was a natural disaster. I was like, Jesus Christ. I hope everybody's okay. But I'm also reminded that this beige runway kind of chewed a bit. And Jane, you got your coots for it. You finally got back on the board. Congratulations to them. Low key, I like how this outfit looks on the couch. Better than it did on the main stage. But there was also some compliments to be thrown around the room, as Mikey also gave their Sharon Stone Basic Instinct Bodicipus right over here with this outfit, giving what needed to be gotten. And it's also some time to give to Kenya because it's been a ride of low safes, and now you're in the top. Sister, congratulations. It is a change in the scenery. Discord feels in their delusion and in their fandom that appreciates, Discord and are willing to throw racial slurs at others on behalf of Discord, that they should have been in the top as well, or were a high safe. The room said no. I said, girl, it was your time to go. We thought you were supposed to be in the bottom with Athena. I was like, damn, okay. All right. I mean, I don't disagree. I agree personally, but I also am like, oh, cool. Can you let that girl have her little feel? Just let her live in that world, please. It's working for her. Rue's enjoying it. But it's getting a little late in the competition, so that's kind of why I feel everyone's being way more honest. But Kenya and the way that they do the math, so there was 14, right? And then they divided it by 2. Yeah. And then that was a 7. Yeah. Because when 7 plus 7, right? This episode was stupid funny to me. I don't know why, but I just got the giggles like every time. I said they're tired, and that's the best kind of comedy to me, is when you just are exhausted and just whatever filters you're thinking of or being afraid of sounding stupid. No, it's coming. But yeah, okay. I want Nini's sweater. Did y'all see this sweater with the cats on it? It's so cute. They gave Darlene a little too much over here. Darlene's a sweetheart, but they they be wearing Dar out just a tad bit. And Jay be playing, talking about, girl, we be over here worried and everything, but then we need Darlene for the shoes. We be dependent on Darlene. The whole episode was like this. It was hilarious. But RuPaul, the suit's right. It's good, Ru. It's good, Ru. The Pepto-Bismol suit. Yeah, with the modern floors. It's giving a little wop top. Yeah, I was here for it. It's a very nice outfit. I just realized it was a turquoise loafers. But it's time for the reading challenge, and it was okay. There was a couple of good zings in there, but it was okay. It's been a while since they've had some nasty reads, if you will, but I did have a couple of good chuckles. Yes, I did see Mikey Meeks on the Drew Barrymore show. I'm loving that these queens, and a lot of them are getting some love, especially through Snatch Game, but Drew Barrymore has always been good people. Okay, so I was kind of hyped that Mikey got to do that. It's like, yes. Quick side note, Pink is hosting the Kelly Clarkson show. Did you see that one lady that mistook her? It was like, I loved your song. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. She's like, that's Kelly. Oh, that shit was so funny. But Darlene's jokes were kind of okay. I was like, wow, wow, wow. But Darlene's a funny one. Nene had a cute little riff, but I was focused on the sweater. This is cute. This is a really cute Nene. Where'd you get this? Did you make this? Who made I want this sweater. It is so adorable. Oh, they look Mama and Mina. Kenya, okay, first of all, the credit score 1, funny, right? Okay, bet. The Nene Coco with the basic cable and watercolor paints bit, the funniest part of that was when it didn't land and you were like, oh, like that was funny. That got a cackle out of me, but it was the way you flopped that did what needed to be done. Discord wasn't funny. I'm going to tell you now, you may have been safe this week because I don't even know why they did all that. I think it was just for drama on the main stage because they probably weren't going to send nobody out. But if this is any indication of what is going to happen at the roast, if this is any indication, Mikey had me at Brick Road. I was like, wait, not too much on Kenya, but we have a Wizard of Oz into the Brick Road joke. Good, landed, nasty work. I was here for it. I was like, Mikey's gonna be gross. Can I just go ahead and make my predictions for next week? It's Juicy versus Discord. Boom. Unless Juicy's going to pull a rabbit out of her ass, or if Discord found her Dr. Scholl's pads for her feet. I don't know. They're doing a roast? Oh. If this is any indication of what is going to happen next week, I am worried for those two. I was like, I don't see it. Because it looked like Dar had a little trouble too now, but I'm seeing a bottom 3 in my future. Damn, if I didn't have my glasses on, I could have done my whole, I can't wait to see how this turns out. I messed it up. Purr, purr, purr. You know, Ben, I was concerned too, but when I tell you this week was almost just an overwhelming amount of fake outs when it came to the little cuts, you know, next up or coming up, all of that this week. Oh my God. And an Untucked. I was like, damn, every one of them didn't even line up with how it went down. Like, also another thing too, because I am going to talk about Untucked, but real quick, I thought they were going to be, and I had to remind myself, Discord don't be talking shit to their faces. She be saying it in the confessionals, and she be waiting for girls to walk around and move around and all that kind of stuff. Like she did before she left and she went in the confessional boxes. I don't care what they have to talk and all of that. But when you was back there, I don't know. I just don't want to talk. That was the time to lay in, sister. Like, yes, you may be in your drag delusion. Yes, all that kind of stuff. But bitch, be punk about it. And like, let them hoes have it. Yes, you want to still be friends at the end of the day, but you honestly had every time and right to be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. Like, real talk. And then you could be friends later. But right then and there, oh no, you should have got them. And I wanted to see it low key. I was like, I'm hoping she's not gonna be a punk, and she was. Love her now, but I was like, fuck, a punk. Sorry, I'm getting into the episode now. Juicy did. No, Jane is hilarious. The end. But to me, Mikey had the most jokes, and also the edit gave us about 3. You know, once they give it a little tress in there and possibly a quattro with the amount of jokes, it's going to be a cinco CS. She gonna win. Now, Mikey gets $2,500 and possibly a starring role in the spinoff for House of Dragons. I don't know. Anywho, the challenge was baited as the eliminated queens returning, but in reality, it was just that they had luggage or at least leftovers from their time on the show that they brought. I'm assuming that they were told prior to leaving that if you could leave some certain things, blah, 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 we're going to be using this for, say, a challenge where they're going to have to create something. Or it was already pre-planned and they already had the idea of having these with everybody bringing something that they were going to give somebody, and thus creating the plan around whoever gets mine is going to get fucked over. And let's say I get someone else's, I'm going to win. It's interesting how this played out, right? Like, think about it. You were told, please bring some fabrics and stuff so everybody could work with those things. Okay, cool, bet. But like, what are you bringing and what are you leaving and all that kind of jazz? I'm sitting over here like, Would you, chat? Let me hear it. We're going to do it in the numbers so that way it's easier and you're not like, that. 1, you'd be fair. You think about your own taste and what you like. You leave actual bolts of fabric and certain things and accoutrements that make you you. Or 2, you're going to leave a little bullshit. You're going to leave a little, you know, actually, fuck her, because if she gets it, I want her to go home. Better yet, you know, I'm just going to put some things up in here. Oh, I'm just going to snip this, throw that up in there. All that kind of stuff. Because I have a word with Missy Aramis. I need to talk to her. What was that? Now, Jane turned it, but imagine. Can you imagine? Can you imagine seeing leftover glue alone? Like, okay, torn up, you can cut that apart, you can start to piece that together, do whatever. The leftover glue. Bitch, I would have been hot. I would have been hot. I'd have been hot. Evil. Couldn't take me away, bitch. I'd be like, where is she? Is she in the hotel? What's her room number? Knock, knock. Okay, so listen, Mikey got to go first and then pick each person to then go after them. And everyone's just trying to decide who would probably bring great fabric, with Nini Coco and Discord being the last 2 left. Nini Coco being a first out of the last to pick between Didi Fuego and Mandy Mango. It rhymed. I would go with Dee Dee only for the fact that I'm sure there would be like a Betsy Johnson conversation that happened while she was still there. And I know Miss Mother has like a good closet for that. Possibly, maybe I'm thinking on a later terms because we're watching the show, you know, after the effects, but whatever. I'm thinking she already like talked to her. So I'm just picking Dee Dee's. Mandy didn't have a good time and we saw the clothes that she brought. So that's where my mind would have gone. I would have had hope, but I'd go for Dee Dee's too. But Nene was like, Jesus Christ, it's the worst of both. Where are we going with this? She chooses Dee Dee, and Discord has a PM moment, PM from Candace Drag Race, and is left to whatever's left over, them having to use. And they are, of course, nervous because they remember what Miss Mama was wearing. So down the line here, Nene Coco has Dee Dee Fuego, Discord has Mandy Mango, Mikey Meeks has Briar Blush, Jane Don't has Sierra Mist, Kenya Pleasure, Vita Von T Star, Juicy Love Dion Mia Star, and Darlene Mitchell with Athena Dion. All right. I told you we're not going to be here that long. So listen. Nene hits the jackpot because low-key she was thinking it was going to be garbage because Mama's an overthinker, but then opening it up, look at what Dee Dee left her. Look at what Dee Dee left. I said, oh, that's a friend. I said, Dee Dee's that's a, please, Dee Dee, you got a place in heaven, baby. You do. That is Jesus worthy, okay? Oh, there are bolts. There are actual yards of stuff. Are you joking me? I would be so happy. You gave her sequin orange fabric. You gave her a printed blue fabric that actually complements the orange. It's literally a kit. It's a kit. Like, it's damn near first drag kit. I was like, oh my God, lucky. I also would have wanted it too. No shade. I wouldn't have done what Nene did, but that printed fabric, oh, my mind was spinning. I was like, ooh, bitch, there are so many ways we could go with this, but it definitely would have to give, because the excuse me, the category is party. So it's a party dress kind of moment, or going to a party or after party. I thought it was going to be a short sort of dress situation for everyone, but then I realized, oh, they just mean like any kind of party based off of what they create. Got it. So there are ways to go about this. Okay. Nene hit the jackpot. Juicy kind of hit the jackpot. Mia's suitcase was not bad at all. Black, silver, feathers. Thank you. All right, we good. Boom. Yes, Discord, you had every right to be like, what in God's green earth is happening here? All of that yellow. Now, Nymphia Wind would have turned that suitcase out. Nymphia would have chewed that suitcase. Woo! Ooh. Bitch, if this was a whole nother season, I'm telling you, that's the one that would have turned that yellow and made it into something spectacular. But Discord said, absolutely not. It's way too bright. What in the Bart Simpson is going on here? I'm fearing for my life. But because I was a little upset earlier, and in my reaction, I was like, what you mean, bitch? You don't have no fabric and you're not going to do nothing with this and blah, blah, blah. I take it back. She used this fabric right here, that gold. And there's a black bolt right here of some black sequin that's happening. So none of the yellow with the zippers already. Look at this. It has the zipper in there for invisible zippers. Not the invisible zipper. That's not invisible. But like all of that's in there with this orange and shit. She didn't use the colorful stuff. She used very base, the smallest of what was left of those kind of other fabrics that she wanted to do. So I was like, okay. Oh no, there's no red. Now there was no red. You are correct, Ben. That was from her own collection, if you will. Because I was in that suitcase like, Matt, let's be fair. Because I thought it was the fabric. That's why I was bothered. The safety pin, that's going to be another conversation. But like, I was bothered because I'm like, why did she not use the yellow? That's not fair. I said, oh, she did use the fabric in there. So I take see-backsies that moment from my Patreon reaction. I thought Jane hit the jackpot too for a second. Because the way Sierra put this in the suitcase, this is how you know it was meant to hurt. The way that it was all rolled in there, look at that. You think it's professional. Look how clean it is right now. Oh my God. Sierra, you're my sister. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. She was so happy. Kenya, when I tell you, you picking Vita was basically, that was the ancestors speaking through you to, of course, make sure it was done right, because your sister had that stretch fabric in there and that red on your skin, and y'all both damn near the same complexion and the melanin coated colors. Oh, I was like, oh, she will be, as long as she can make it, whatever she's making, she's gonna be good. We will see. I was like, but your colors are right. Poor Darlene. Because we're not back at Jane yet, y'all. Mind you, Jane is still celebrating. We're not back at Jane. I'm not done with Jane just yet. Jane's over there thinking that she got God's gift to fabric. Meanwhile, Darlene's like, Athena's not going to do me dirty. Here goes zebra fabric and a couple of appliques. We're done. I am so sorry, Darlene. Now, no shade, Briar did not leave anything bad. It was all in the blue family, if you will, but they didn't leave anything bad. This was one you got to get a little creative on. And honestly, I would have been all up in this. Ooh, it looks so good, Briar. This is such a good piece right here. Like the navy you can work with, and I'm glad Mikey did what they did, but this right here, oh my God. I was like, oh, I love that. I kept on going, ooh, I just would work with that and make a whole dress out of it, please. And make gloves probably out of this or something. I don't know, but my God, that was some beautiful fabric. She was so close to glory. You know, the one lady that be spiraling in the confessionals and honestly thinks that they're just not doing well when they're doing so well, finally has a reason to actually lose it. Bitch, what do you mean they're not bolts of fabric? What do you mean it's scraps? What do you mean there's still hot glue left on this fabric? What? Oh, okay. So you cut out a piece of it and that was the bolt because you didn't need to cut it in half. No. You had to cut a circle out of it and then leave me this. Okay, bet. What else is in here? No, it couldn't be all. Oh, this too. Oh, okay. I'm screaming inside. The pain is so real. Why is my life? I would be singing the song to end it all. Do you hear me? Because what are you talking about? Bitch, you sabotage whoever's going to get this. Wow. Jane had her work cut out for her. But can I also bring this in? Who doesn't like a good challenge? Jane was like, I am the best seamstress left here. And so I know I'm about to pee. So why not give her the hardest suitcase? Oop. I say that was fate. No shade. I say that was a little bit of, okay. Since you are so always pressed, I'm gonna give you a reason to be stressed. Go for it. Now let's see how you work under that real pressure. Not like I've created this pressure out of nowhere, even though I'm really doing very fucking good, but actually like, oh shit, how am I gonna put this together? Yeah. And then look what happened. Under pressure. Jane, you are so good. And I know you hate to hear that, but it's real talk. Like, that was nasty work. I would have been freaking out. Like Kenya said, oh, send me home. If you had given me all of that bullshit, what am I going to do with that? Get ready. Because RuPaul even clocked it. She's like, oh, girl, why are you always tripping? I like that there was this little moment here between the two. I think Jane did need to hear some sort of external figure telling them, like, you are thinking a little too much. Like, we love you. Chill the fuck out. Kenya got clocked. But also, it's a matter of, yes, you said you can sew, but the last couple of outfits we've seen, we didn't like. Personally, I was okay with what she created for the mashup look. It just didn't fit the brief that they were asking. But this week will be better for our sister. When she said jumpsuit with the little bell bottom, RuPaul said, "Ooh, one of my favorite things, just make sure the proportions are right, and you're going to be fine." It was very clear. Just get them proportions, and then we're not going to have a problem. All right, all right. I am truly a millennial, and I'm truly of the older variety. Now I will take my unk status with pride, because what do you mean you do not know where the juice is loose came from? And I did find it funny that she did Beetlejuice 2, because yes, that is a quote in Beetlejuice 2, but the original the original statement, or excuse me, quote from itself and everything, where it came from, is from O.J. Simpson. And it's like, oh my God. It's production for me. Y'all are stupid. Pop quiz. Where is the juice is loose from? Because when Juicy said it, and RuPaul laughed, and RuPaul realized, like, she doesn't know where that's from. But I find that even funnier, because, like, okay, the juice is loose, but oh my God. I mean, she's young, but I think that it's pop culture history, and it was such a big thing, and it's still kind of a big one's reference, but it was a long time ago. I just remember it because low-key lived through it. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? Like, I'm hollering. I'm sorry. Like, I was alive when that happened. So yeah. No, but it was funny. Just a cute little moment from Juicy. They're gonna play with her later. Like, I mean, it wasn't Beetlejuice 2, so she technically wasn't wrong, but not where it originally came from. Discord, you didn't go home this week because RuPaul likes your ass. I'll tell you. That lady spent time trying to teach you how to loosen up. Of all people. Trying to teach you how to loosen up. I'm over here like, please take this in. I would honestly like hold this moment forever in my heart if that was me. Like, RuPaul's teaching me how to walk better. And I'm not gonna lie, the walk did look a little better. I will give credit. It looked a little better. It was still like, reclining chair, if you will. However, I was noticing something in the feet, and I was like, okay, her feet aren't placing as they were before. She's moving a little smoother, just a little bit. She got to work on that. But I was like, this is cute. Work. But she's sad that she has a yellow suitcase and is going to try to make whatever she can out of it. When RuPaul tells him that Iman is the special guest, that is when Jane finally crashes. And that is when the room erupts, because they have a legendary icon, supermodel, the epitome of beauty and grace. That girl, Iman, is there. Oh my God, I would have loved to have been there. I grew up with Iman on my television screen, in my magazines and everything. Oh my God. Oh. I hope these new babies can understand the impact of Iman, because it's like, are you kidding me? I remember her when she was on the RuPaul show. Love they showed that clip. I was like, oh my God. Screamed at that. I thought that was crazy. Yes, like, Bridget, I'm crashing too with Jane. Like, no way you're going to have this lady in front of me. And she's 70. When I tell you, I was listening to everything she said about what makes you happy? What keeps you there? She's like, family. I'm like, F-A-M-I. Is that L-Y? Yeah, because we need those secrets. Keep it. But yes, it was everything. The room went kind of crazy. But before I get to that part, because this was all the tickles and the laughs of it all, thank y'all for tuning in. 132 plus of you in this live right now, whether you're watching this in portrait mode or you're watching this in landscape mode. I appreciate you for tuning in on this Saturday afternoon, evening, Sunday morning, wherever you are at in the universe or world right now. I wish you nothing but love and blessings. Do me a favor and hit that like button, share, and subscribe to this channel. I keep going from 23,000 to under 23,000 because people love me and people hate me. Meow. But also accounts get deactivated too. So like, make sure you're still subscribed to the channel, and I'm not that bad. But yes, leave a comment in this video. Definitely like this video as well. And if you want to drop a little love in my jar, you can drop a super chat, or you can drop it into the Tippy Poo jar with paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $9.94, and Venmo Rants. Thanks for being in this live chat right now. And peace to me to you. Thank you for the first super chat of the day. Rue said, I got company coming, so go out there and shake it proper, Discord, in my Truck Turner voice. High key, low key, all keys. And also RuPaul looked stunning this week. I was like, yeah, you had company. You had real company, not some rando who is this bit? Like none of that. You had real company in your house, and you said, oh, I'm going to eat. Raven, you need to paint me like I'm supposed to look. Please. I was like, Rue, it's been a long time since you have given the nastiest of beats in my life, and that hair was perfect. I was like, yo, this is that color I told you she can never be shut down with. Ever. That color hair, that's her best color for Rue. Best color, not the blonde. That orange, that nice little red copper. This was stupid. Who out of everybody had the best, taste? And it was definitely Vita and all this. But then here come Plain with this bra on, y'all, and this beanie with this fucking bolt girl. This image alone is so fucking funny to me. Oh my God. Jay's gonna talk about, but what about Crystal? It's the way everybody kind of like turned a little bit because they were like, where is she going? And they're like, who? And then it was the exhaustion because she also forgot, oh, it wasn't a Crystal, but then it was, nope. We're gonna go with it. Y'all don't remember Crystal? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Crystal. Remember how she came in the workroom? She said, hey, big Crystal. I was hollering. I think I was also like extremely tired while watching this too. So I think my deliriousness was also adding to the factor that everything in this moment was so funny to me. Kenya is also such a troll because she jumps in with Jay. Yeah, you remember when her and Athena got into it and like Athena slapped her, and then Juicy is like, wait, was there a Crystal? Like, Juicy, you sent her home. You don't remember? Like, it was to Mambo number 5, and you did that 360 dip. Yo, that I was hollering because it was a description alone. Like, Jane was way too deep into it. Hollering at this moment. Then the Boom Boom Pow ministry. Jane, what's happening? Please be in the top 4 this season. I would be really mad if something happens at this point with Jane. I really would. Like, she is hilarious and highly entertaining. Get out your head, bitch. But the Boom Boom Pow bit, I was like, what? Oh, it was the 4 horsemen of the Black Eyed Peas. Oh, that was stupid. Oh, that was stupid. That was dumb. Oh my God. Okay. So, and normally, I'm gonna be real. Sometimes these little workroom moments are very ho-hum. It's the usual, we're gonna say something silly or something super gay. And then the other bit's like, let me tell you about my trauma. Or I never got a chance to be this person. It really drives you, right? This didn't happen this week. And I kind of like that sort of break we got. It was a reprieve, if you will, of like, okay, we don't have to dive down the well of Samara and figure out why her mama didn't want her no more. Because that man, all that kind of shit. And then she had to wake up from the well and start fucking people over in the VHS tapes. Like, no, we don't have to deal with all that. But Darlene also, man, Darlene, they be fucking with you bad, sister. I'm so sorry. I hollered. She's like, Darlene just to herself, it's wild that I have a degree. Jade, wait, you have a degree? What you have a degree in? Fashion design. Why did they move like that? Wait, it's Jade going, ooh, oh, wait, what are you, Darlene? It is Jade. The room needs to know. Wait, everybody. You got to hear what Darlene has her degree in, but Nene Coco is evil. I'm talking about turn around. You have a degree in fashion design? Like, yo, Nene, put it down. Put the gun down. Lenathia. That's your new name, Nene Coco. Now I see why your name Nene, because you hood, bitch. You a little too rough, sister. Okay, I know you used to carrying bricks in your purse, mama, just to get on the bus, but I need you to calm the fuck down, okay? Bitch, take that razor blade from behind your ear, sister. It is gonna be okay. They ain't gonna get you while you sleeping. My God. I was like, oh my God, why do you have to say it like that? I couldn't believe it. I'm gonna instantly turn into Monique. Come on, Eve. Since you got your degree and you know every fucking thing. That movie is both extremely sad and tragic and also quite hilarious, if you will. Like it really is. I can't. But no, just this was a great workroom. This was a great in between while they were getting dressed and everything and things were coming together. Darlene with these wigs, my God. Before I go further though, because I do want to get into the wig part because that shit was hilarious. They all were looking at Discord like, huh. And I think it's because they knew that mama got all that yellow fabric and she used everything but that. And then they see all of these safety pins and there's about 800 of them on there, which is madness. And I'm thinking to myself, Discord, how many safety pins did you bring? Like a tub's worth? I was like, oh my God, like 800 are on this bitch? It looks good. I did question though, because I was going, she didn't sew any of it. It's just held together by safety pins. Right. But then I'm thinking to myself, while all of them had issues, and again, I rewatched this. Initially, I was like, not feeling it. But I'm going, wait. If they can hot glue, and that's okay as long as it looks good, why can't you safety pin the dress? And then that's a gag. I had to take Discord side. It took me a second. Because initially I was on the other girl's board. Now the red part, I'm like, that wasn't in the box. So what are we talking about? Like that would have been my, like, if I'm going to get her, I'm going to get her there. But I'm like, wouldn't that also count as just like, you know, doing it a different way? Because, you know, you still constructed an outfit. I'm just saying. I was like, yeah, you still pin. I mean, girls would do the same thing too, right? It's still a constructed out. That is why I at first was very like, I'm on this other girl, blah, blah, blah. But I said, if we're going to let things like glue run, then we should allow a safety pin moment to also give it only if it's giving. Now, if it looked a mess, we'd have a different conversation. It didn't look a mess to me. So I don't know. It's kind of just the way you'd have to look at it. Like, I think everyone's going to have a different take on it as far as like, is this fair? Because all the other girls are sewing the garments and she's kind of the one that like put it together. So I'm going to read some of y'all in the chat's comments here. And again, I'm not trying to argue with anybody, and I know people like to argue with me, but like I'm not. I just want to like hear your points of view, and then we can move on from this and then get to the situation that happened with the stage, right? Okay. Okay. Shout out to my mods here today too. Hey Potlab, hey DW, appreciate you. Ben, she brought the pins from home herself. It was not provided, so I say it was cheating. Ryla says it was cheating. Hey Ryla. Bonjour. Homogenic, how are you, my babes? Gemini twin. It's either Darlene or Kenya that is going to win Miss Congeniality. Yeah, okay, yeah. I would have said that the safety pins were an accessory. Accessories were permitted. Can't agree. You're not using visible hot glue to give texture and color to your outfit. Okay. If she used everything in the box, I'm okay. Eve. Nah, she made it sound like it was just going to be a few safety pins holding it together here and there. She definitely tried it. LMAO. I wouldn't have DQ'd her, but there would have been words. Okay. They're more upset that the safety pins are part of the design. Some people are saying it cheat. Interesting. It's technically like the Versace safety pin dress. And it's giving the person's box through Discord's eye like she really did a perfect mashup. I mean, to me, it felt like we were missing some of the pieces from the box. Like, I know she used this red. Why not have that yellow be the emphasis with the safety pins and the black? Because if you remember from the original like sketch she did, there was yellow and now it's red. So that was one, okay. All right. My Libra is kicking the Libra, activate. Okay, zodiac side, the fair, be fair. I see column A and column B in this one. For me, I'm like, well, if you can do that, you can do this. Why is that not considered technically an aspect of constructing the garment, right? But then also in the same breath, I don't feel like the box was fully utilized, and I feel like we got huge and heavy critiques from the minimum of the things that were used in the box, and more so you got praise for things that you brought from home. Ooh, there we go. Okay. All right. Okay. There it is. I did it. I made sense of it, everybody. Yay. But back to this funny moment here. Darlene, after this fashion design conversation, it was very like, okay, sister, she got these wigs too, and they're all the shake and goes and the pats and the pooms and all that kind of stuff. Y'all, I'm sorry, this was so funny to me. Some of these wigs could be right on the right person. Some of these wigs could work on the right people, on the right heads, okay? Ooh, this little red one, my God. Yeah, the dress was still fire. It just was like, what was the challenge this week? And if we're going to be, critiquing it, like, where is the line at, right? Romeo, again, it's like one of those, like, it's kind of how you take it in, right? Like, what did you hear? And what are they going to be mad about? And if it's going to actually matter or not. But then also, if you're told why someone should go home or not, and you feel like this bitch didn't do the prompt, why can't they say that? This little wig. They talk about Nene Given. First of all, Kenya, the wig is actually right. It definitely gives me, I'm about to go run some errands. Very much that. Very much. Very, very much. Okay. However, it's Jane quoting MC Deborah. A new cut. A new color. Okay. She needs a new bundle. Oh my God. It's one of my favorite videos ever. That in the... I said, no, not Jane is at the barbecue, y'all. I said, Jane quoting Deborah? Work. With Juicy Good knowing exactly where to go. But let's talk about it. Oh, Ben. Hilarious. Matty-Rants. It's just been posted that Sierra didn't know they were going to be swapped. She said she was going to use the scraps herself. So they didn't even tell them? They just told them to leave some stuff? Okay, that's so evil. Like, production's like, we're going to use it for another challenge. No, they're like, just leave some fabrics here. It may be used later for something. We won't tell you. But no, thanks for that, Ben. Let's talk about Ru. Woo! I've waited for you to pull this wig out again. I've waited for this color on your head. RuPaulinasia at just golden seal. Honey, this is your hair color. I know we're famous for the blonde. I know that's the staple. I'm so sorry to tell you, Ru, this is the color. This is the color. You do not miss when you have this color. You have never missed. I haven't seen you miss with this color ever. Afro, textured, a good white woman. No, I haven't seen you miss. I'm so sorry. I have not seen you miss with this hair. Never. Also, this is very Bob Mackie-ish. I do really, really, really love this full sequin, and with all of, oh my God, the way the color looks on her, I was like, yeah. I was kind of here for all of it. I said, yes, Miss Rue. Raven painted the fuck out your face too. I was like, whew, okay, girl. You said Iman's gonna be here. We must look good, okay? No colonizer wigs for us today. Proud of you. Look, you got nails on too? Oh, why those look like Doritos? Or is that what they're called? Toasting? No, not the Toastines. Bugle chips. That's what they're giving. Okay, bow. There it is. I was like, Doritos. They're giving me the Bugle chips. Y'all know the ones I'm talking about? That you can put on your finger and eat like that? Just a little bit, but they're pink. It's cute. Go off, Rue. I haven't eaten those in forever. They're like corn chips. Michelle looks cute. It was cute. Go ahead, Michelle. Carson. Icon. Legend. Everything. The one. Before the time. Before the You want to talk about someone that would sit that lady down? How? This one right here. This one right here. The beginnings. That's a bad motherfucker. I'm telling you. Wow. Wow. Shout out to Bleecker too. Hold on, because Bleecker gave me some tea. Wearing a Harris Reed look. Shout out to my baby Bleecker. Because I was like, I had to tell Bleecker, I was like, Iman was on today. Because Bleecker took me to a fashion exhibit at the Museum of Arts out here in Houston. And so they had different looks from across like the time frames and genres, like basically how fashion has been over the years and stuff like that. So we were seeing some original pieces by Terry Mugler. We were seeing things by Schiaparelli and Yves Saint Laurent. It's like I saw so many different looks. I took so many pictures. I honestly should be sharing all of that with you, but I did. It was a private thing with me and Bleecker. And we saw the Schiaparelli dress that Beyonce wore for her Vogue cover, and I gagged. I already told the story, so I won't go too deep into it, but like I had to tell everybody there, like, yo, this is literally the same dress. And all those white women were gagged. They're like, oh my God, Beyonce wore this? Is she that tiny? Like, yeah, girl. Like, they got corsets now. Like, wait. But no, yeah, I just, everything about her, everything. Just everything, all of the above. Everything, whatever you do, love you. Thank you. Just thank you. That's all I want to tell her. Thank you. Just thank you. Existing. Ooh, that's the super bottle. All right, everybody. Category is party. You already know what to do. If you want to vote in this live chat, it's a numbers game. 1 means everything. 2 is okay. You change some things. 3 is a chop. 4 is hell. And if you think it's the best look of the night, it's 0, meaning infinity and beyond. Up first is Darlene Mitchell for a VMAs after party. I live for her makeup. I'm not even gonna lie. I live for her makeup right now, especially because of the dress and the way this is supposed to be 80s, and it's so on the fucking money. And I thought, oh yeah, you definitely went to school for fashion design. And you talked about styling. Now, the wig, but at the same time, y'all, like, I kid you not, I kind of get it. I get it. I'm sorry. I'm okay with the wig. I'm good with it. I'm sorry. Nobody else could probably pull that off. I'm so sorry. Darlene, I'm good with the wig. I'm good with it. I'm not mad. I was like, you know what? This is crunch. This is chewable. This is chewable. It's a Flintstone gummy. I'm kind of, yeah, it makes sense. Anna Williams down. Icy Hearts, you get 10 points. Baby, you get 10 points to me. I'm telling you. I'm not a fan of a mullet. I've never been. But I don't know, something about it just, I was like, you know what? She makes this look good. She can do that. Not everybody could pull it. And I think that makeup is really where I was like, you know, that is dope. Because Darlene actually changed the face. It's different. That's not her usual beat. It worked. She styled it right. I loved it. I did. I thought it was very cute. Discord Adams, End of the World Party. Ryan Murphy is hosting. I love the dress. She always does these little Bob Mackie moments. I sort of noticed that this is a trend alert, but I love the dress. I wish the yellow was utilized in this outfit, and I would have done a different wig, but I love the dress. Love the dress. I don't like the styling. Yeah, I'm not gonna chop this. It was good. I just don't like the styling of it. Like, I'm like, okay, you could have made it yellow. You could have done that. It still would have been beat. Like, there's a way around this. Like, you could have done that. The safety pin part is like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's very fucking cool, but I don't know how to gauge that. I would be so indecisive. Because, like, am I mad about it? I don't know, but I think it's still a very good look. I just don't like I'm on Bianca Del Rio's side. I'm like, no to the earrings. Why the glove? Why the red? But yeah. Could have had a yellow. Oh my God. Took off those nails, I see, Ru. Ooh. Y'all talk about the thumbs up. I'm like, oh, where the nails go? Oh, she probably, wait, I'm like, did she have how's she gonna wipe her booty? I see. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Star booty. Oh, that's her real skin color. Ooh, star the booty. Back to your hands. Juicy Love Dion, Miami Beach Party. I disagree with Bianca and Juju B, and I did love the pit stop this week. I have been asking and requesting this girl to put on a fucking wig, and yes, ma'am. Give her bundles. I don't care. Talk about makes her old. Stop that. I was like, no, the hair is cute. We're not doing that today. We'll get in the outfit. But I said, give her hair. Give her hair. It is good. Okay. I want that color. I think it's cute. And it also is a way better look than that first atrocity that she made for sure. And I think it fits the brief for the party element of it. It does give Miami, but like 70s, a little bit of like early 80s. She's tacky, but she's also going to be invited because she's that pretty girl. She's ready to move. She's going to be on camera that night, that sort of bit. Like, very much that. I saw the vibe. I saw where it was going. A very high too. I was like, okay. Like there are some things I would want to do a little bit differently, but like not too much, to be very honest with you. Cause I'm like, this is clean. No shade. It's very clean. Scarface. Ooh, I heard potatoes. I like that. Scarface villain. Or at least in the room, she's the one that's lining up the coat. Oh, her and Michelle Pfeiffer's character don't get along. Kingpin's girlfriend. Okay, work. We see her. She's definitely in the supervillain club. She's not a part of the good guys. Very that. She's used for seduction in those moments. Uh-huh. I love how we all have come together to make our characters up. Y'all are my people. Because that's where my mind goes. Where would they be in the movie universe? But I was here for it, except the shoes. I agree with them on the shoe. That's a thick ass shoe. Is that a strap in the front? Oh my god, no. No to the shoe. I thought those were Darlene shoes. No, ma'am. No to the shoe. I was concerned, and then I wasn't. Because at first I was like, what is Jane about to give with what she was given for this Grammys after party? Peed. Stopped. Chewed, swallowed, shat. Excuse me? You took that, made what? Y'all are not seeing this. This is different. This is different. These are two different fabrics that she made into this striped dress moment. To then put the different appliques that were on a whole nother outfit and then put the sequins over them and then put what? There is so much work that got put into this dress. I said, oh my God. Oh my God. I have a question. Is she going to change her wig color? Is that ever going to happen? I'm okay with the hair because it's kind of her thing. I just would want a different color wig if I'm going to make one critique. But I personally thought the dress was absolutely insanely gorgeous. I loved it so very much. She was blonde last week, to be fair. To be fair, Eve, we've been here so long, I forgot. To be fair, if we're gonna be fair, I love you, Eve. If we're gonna be fair, and we're gonna be here even longer now because nobody went home. Someone had to remind me that this season's like 16 episodes, so I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, we got a whole nother month and like another change, if you will. Like, what's next to come? So listen, Nene Coco is next. I love the outfit. I want the hair to be a little different. I still give this a 1. I love this outfit. I just want the hair to be different. I mean, a fuller ponytail for sure, but also she has a little forehead. Thank you for saying that, Eve, because that was me. It's like she just started her Poptopia island and forgot that you got to build houses too, but just started clearing everything. But I still like this. Like, no shade. Like, for real. Like, this outfit is fire to me. I love the outfit. I thought it was very cool. Here for the convertible moment. It's like, bet this is interesting. I just a little different wig. It looks like it got put on like this. Yeah, very, very Empire Strikes Back moment. But Fran Drescher from The Nanny is next. Mikey Meeks opera ski party. That's Fran Drescher. Where was she to go? Where was she to do? Not on her fanny. From all the hills to Flushing to Sheffield store, she was there to sell makeup with thoughts on more. She had style, she had flair, she was there. So she came, the nanny. Come on, Mikey. Who would have guessed what the doctor prescribed? No, who would have guessed what the girl arrived? That's what the doctor prescribed. Watch out, CC. Now the kids are actually smiling. Just water thee. She's the lady in red while everybody else is wearing tan. The flashing girl from Flushing. The nanny named Fran. Bam. Okay, there we go. I was like, wait a minute. Like, as many times as I've seen that show, shit. Come on, honestly, calling it Fran Fine made me like it more. That's who I see wearing this in the early 90s on that show. Very much Mr. Sheffield just told her they're going to be going skiing. She's never been before. She just went to the full mall with her mother, came back in this outfit. And Mr. Sheffield's like, what is this? Like, you don't like it? Very that. I lived, honestly. I was like, yeah, this is Fran Fine down. Mikey, if you see this ultimate compliment, because this is very her, she would have worn this for sure. Now, not her views now, but back then, yeah, she would. I liked it. I thought it was cute. Can you please her disco party? Fits down. I said, go on, sister. I love this, but I wanted them sleeves to be bigger. That was the only thing I wanted. I said I loved everything about it. I just wanted the sleeves to be bigger. But I loved everything about it. Everything. I was like, yes, ma'am. I said, they can't get you this week, girl. That was me. I'm like, oh, they can't get you this week. They can't get you this week. What are they going to say? The only thing for me is I just want the sleeves to be a little bit more dramatic. That's all. But other than that, I was like, it fits so fucking well. I was like, go on, girl. Pop. Her mug, nasty. That mug, come on, give me the face shot because I know I got it. That mug, woo! I said my sister got it right there with this beat. That bow right on the cheek. I said, yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I was so proud. I said, ran back. If you saw my reaction, I was screaming for our sister this week. I literally was like, girl, do we have a family member on the board? Is that a first time for us? What? It's not really, though, because we shout out to Rant Pack, but no, for real, though. We've had Rant Pack end up the top 2 and win challenges. What's up, Black Pepper? But listen, yeah, I said, oh my goodness. I was very happy, very happy. The judges gave nothing but good compliments with very small micro critiques. I do want to know, I get, Michelle, we were doing a bit, but I also was saying to myself, damn, you came at Kenya hard. I mean this with so much love. Who helped you sew this? You didn't even say the construction on her last outfit was bad. So that's why I was going, hold on. hold on. And I'm so glad that Kenya said, no. I did this. But I did not like that energy at all. I was like, girl, Juicy over here also looked the goddamn fool one week as well. Are we doing this today? What's happening here? Kenya, you were very lovely in those situations because you know how it operates. So I was proud of you, but I also thought to myself, bitch, you and Michelle had a couple words after that. I'm like, I know you, this is TV, but please tell me something else a little bit, because that was a little wild, sister. What? I told you I could sew. I just all them other times couldn't get ideas together. And so that's what we got. I felt comfortable with what I had now. Why is this so debatable? Shit. Hell, Beta left me that and it was stretch fabric. I was good to go. Okay, remember when Kenya said, "Oh, I got stretch, I'm good." Like after that, now you know what to do. But RuPaul, gotta love Ru. She said, "You know what? You knew it was coming." That lady said, "You knew it was coming. You knew it was coming. You knew it was. You knew it was happening. Come on, you guys. It's episode 10. I'm going to ask who should go home and why? Because all of you got great critiques. I don't think that I want to make these decisions, so I'm going to let you have your say." Now, Darlene says Discord, and she based it off a track record, not the outfit. Discord said, "Well, since we're talking about track record, Darlene then, because I guess we both have the same record, I guess." Like, at this point, there you go. I love also how, man, I'd be like, "Can you please keep God with you, sister?" Because some people out here just do not like you because of, yeah, right? Why didn't anybody say Kenya's name if we're talking about track record? Girl, she was in the top just last week, and it's clear this week that she's also in the top there as well. I know you don't like that girl, but how come these bitches in the same room as her can see her greatness and you cannot? Just like they can still give Discord her coots for having an excellent dress, but also feeling like, wait, sister, doesn't feel like that was fair. Those two things can exist at one time. And we can have our opinions on it too. Like, no shade. Like by all means, you're like, "I just don't like what you do." Okay, cool. But like the whole narrative of like, "I hate her, so my way's not like, blah. That applies to all the girls on the show. Like, honestly. But Discord, I would have done the same damn thing. Because, okay, you said my name? You too. Lick back. I guess we'll both have to lip sync tonight. That'd been me. Like, oh. Okay, well, you can, like do all that and everything else. I don't think anybody has any hate for Discord. Where did that come from? I was talking about Kenya on the racist stuff people be sending her. That is crazy. Racist comments being sent. That's actually crazy. But nobody hates on Discord. She's actually in a nice cocoon of love right now, to be very honest with you. I mean, in a nice, nasty bubble. What do you mean? So, like, it's juicy then. Oh my God, word this. Because I'm not mad at what happened. It was the extra length that this went into. Because it was like, I mean, we can talk about track record, but then we got to talk about the outfit. I don't think it's fair because she brought all those safety pins from home and it really wasn't utilizing the suitcase. And I said, oh. And that's the first real shot, because track record is one thing if you're going to base it. So Darlene actually got away with that. No shade. It is now we're going to emphasize the challenge currently and go, you low-key cheated. Ru's left eye popped just a little bit higher than the other, and that's when you knew. Uh-oh. I said, ooh, here we go. That was me. Ooh, here we go. Mikey, get her, get her. I said, oh, wait a minute. Ooh, it's about to get nasty. Jane took it further. And not all those safety pins are holding up that dress. I said, oh. Because Jane like basically pivoted, but it was and not all those safety pins are holding up that dress either. I said, oh. Here in Ru's mind, but I'm not ready to send her home yet. Who am I going to have my giggles? I want to see my giggles. We got to put that young man on the stage. Let them walk crazy. Like, why? They want to get rid of my little jester. No. Yeah, low key. Ru was already like, we got to figure out a way not to get that girl sent out of here because I'm not done laughing at her. I'm not done giggling. She's like, fuck, why do they want to send her home? No. But all the queens were like, shit, I mean, let's talk about it. Miss Mama over here with her little 800 pins and bullshit, and we all had to sew. And mind you, if I'm Kenya, I'm definitely going to speak up because you hoes have been giving me the work every time I did a design challenge. And Michelle basically insulted me before she complimented me. Yeah, fuck that bitch. Oh, real talk. Like, I would have been like, oh, no. Oh, yeah, get her. Because, no. I'm over here in my full shape having to give you an outfit. And you let this girl over here put on all of the things that wouldn't get through TSA. No. Nene Coco. If we're talking about track record, I said, oh, sister. Some of them are copping a little bit to me. I'm like, oh, y'all, talk about the challenge, not just track record. Talk about the challenge. That was how I wanted it to go down. Please talk about the challenge. Stop doing this off a track record. That's a cop-out. That's easy. Well, we're talking about all that. There's 3 people you can name if you want to do it who don't have wins. That would have been me. Ooh. Better yet, I wouldn't have said Discord's name. This is how I would have done. Well, Ru, I don't believe in shooting with pistols. I like to shoot from a shotgun, spray. So any bitch that doesn't have a win should go home at this point in the competition. So we're going to sit backstage and really go down. Why'd you say that? I just didn't want to have to say Discord's name because technically she doesn't have a win. And here's Darlene and here's Kenya. So that's the 3. Only between you 3. Thanks. Y'all would have hated me, but whatever. Fuck all that. I tagged her, but I tagged them. Talk about who should go home and why. Girl, these 3 have been here for 10 fucking weeks and ain't nothing touched their titties. Send them out. But I love Kenya, so I wouldn't have wanted to do that. But I would have had to because my ass would have been like, we can't just all say Discord. We got to shake this up. Shake it up. Piece of Mateo. Thank you for super chat. I just know Discord could eat a Stairmaster. You know what she need to use? What is it called? It's what is the machine called? It's not the Stairmaster. It's not a treadmill. It's the one where when you push it, I forget the name of it specifically. I don't use it as often, but I really should. I forget the name of that specific machine. I think that's the one they need to use to loosen them up, piece of Mateo. Like that's the one I think is going to unleash them hips so they can walk right. No shade. I forget the name of it. I use it, but I'm like, what is the name of that? Elliptical. Thank you. The elliptical machine. There we go. Yeah, I think that's the one that's going to open her pelt. Discord, if you're watching this, I doubt, but if you are, try getting in that. It's going to feel fucking weird. It always does every time I get in it. Once you get in that groove, though, that body just be like, I should just be letting you go. Ooh, oh, wait a minute. Hey, Lonnie, what is this? Jane called out Discord at Roscoe's that they cut a red jumpsuit from underneath her look. So all she had left were the red boots and gloves. Discord would eat a game of hopscotch. You know what? We haven't had one in a minute. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. Just a reminder, this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content's not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. You can read the rest of it. If you didn't read the rest of it, just know I'm here to love. I'm here to have fun, not here to hate. By the way, make sure you go to your local bars and tip your queens, not the people you just see on Drag Race, but the people who are in your hometowns too, because they are also just as awesome, if not more. Please and thank you. And if you want to throw some love in my jar, the tippy jar is right there with paypal.me/rants, cash out Matty-Rants and Matty-Rants, as well as the comment section, which I need you to give your opinions on this episode to me. Give it to me, please, and hit the like button. Cool beans. Mikey jumped, said Discord. Kenya said Discord. Everybody Discord. Everybody say Discord. Discord. Judges' critiques. They come back. Mikey, Nene, Darlene are safe, leaving Discord, Juicy, Jane, and Kenya. I said, oh, okay. Discord, Juicy, you're safe. After all that. I said, you put them bitches in that position to be like, you save? You should have seen my face. You would have if you saw my reaction. I was like, how? Wow. And then I said, oh, it's a top two. Because there's no way on God's green earth Jane Don't is in the bottom two this week. Which then means as Jane turns to Kenya, oh, girl, you're in the top two. It is Kenya's realization. Sister, I got goosebumps for you, friend. I got goosebumps for you, friend. I got so, like, y'all saw my reaction on Patreon. I literally got out of my chair and hollered and screamed. And I was like, right back, let's go get it. Like, I hollered. I didn't care if the world didn't agree. I didn't care if a hater wrote about it. I was like, I saw my sister in the two. She was in the deuce. She was in the deuce for a design challenge where they played in your face for the last 2 fucking weeks, even though that first outfit was trash and the other one was kind of fine, but it was not better than Sierra. So still, it was like, what? But the trajectory and the storytelling for that, I loved. And I was here for it. And then they said the song was by Patti LaBelle. Oh, so you better know the words, or I'm going to question your upbringing in your household if the words may break down. The other songs, that I can understand you not knowing. But the other one, oh, no, you better know them where I was like, let's see what's happening here. Let me tell you something, Cleveland Brown Jr. You did that. Chewed it up. You do low-key give that in the confessional sometimes, sister. I be hollering to myself. I'm like, girl, that is Miss Cleveland Brown Jr., but like fully realized and in their feminine fantasy, okay? Now listen. Feels Like Another One by Patti LaBelle is a great, great song. Great song. And guess what? This now goes on the board as one of the better lip syncs of the season. I put it in top 3. I was like, okay. You both knew the words and everybody was feeling it. I'm going to have to give Jane it though. Cause Kenya, at one point, I'm going to tell you, sister, you were tired. And I know you were, and it was towards the end because you were doing a lot in that beginning. But by the time you got right over here to the end of it, that's when Jane continued to go over. She was still going, and you were at a point where you had to position yourself and do the rest of the song. And it was still good, Kenyon. Like, no shade. You were still good, but Jane was hungry. I kid you not. Jane, when I tell you had a full plate of that barbecue. Oh, Piece of Mateo. That is the worst place to go for any drag race information. That's the worst place to go. I have learned from 3 to 4 years ago, do not ever go on there for opinions in those groups. They are very racist and also on some bullshit. Very much that. Very much. Like, do not. That social media platform is worse than Twitter. Beyond. So, like, yeah, I have very much learned, do not go up in those spaces looking for what are your opinion. Not the comment section. No way. But this right here, Jane was chewing. She went in. I said, that plate is full, sister. She got the good meats on there. There are beans on that motherfucker. Mac and cheese, greens, collard greens, yams, if you will, sister. A good Hawaiian roll. Bitch, not even toasted, just off the rip. I took it out the package from the dip. I was here for it, Jane. I said, come on, sis. Kenya, you was doing it. There is a part where I looked at you like you were crazy, though, and I thought to myself, now when, in what? And Patty, yes, but it was a little shock. And I said, I was like, pull it in, Liz. But it was good. I love the whole bit. I watched this a couple of times. I was like, okay, this was cute. I just was so proud of both of them. Mind you, Jane been in her fucking head for the longest. And it's like, nah, girl, get the fuck out of that shit. And Kenya, I've been waiting on it for you. And it happened. And then we get a good song. Oh, thank you. Like, that was me when I was watching this. I was like, oh, thank you. You gave them a great song too. They can't fuck it up. And they didn't. So that is Drag Race, what we're talking about when it's the music selection. Yes, the top 40 hits are important for these new babies that only know songs that are only 2 minutes and 30 seconds at the maximum. But the deep cuts are what keep the bars going, moving, the clubs running, turning, the girls who paved the way, the legacies, and for the new babies to learn it because they can actually turn those songs too. Those songs are timeless in our world, okay? They're timeless, right? Let them hoes know the song because they're gonna beat it, they're gonna chew it, it's gonna be right. It's Patty, for fucking sake. You need more Tony. Y'all haven't really utilized Mariah Carey's library. Why? We belong together. I need to hear that at least on every other season. I'm so sorry. More power ballads, please. Thank you. Spoken words, drop them in there. We enjoyed those a lot. Tina Marie. Okay. Oh, literally. Where's Lisa at? Like, I need a couple of different like 80s runs. There are a few Mary J. Blige songs that could be thrown into this mixture. There's a couple of R&B divas that need to be in there. There's a couple of disco ladies that need to run the mill. I wouldn't mind them doing some songs that are by men, if you know where I'm going, with a couple of the tones and the pitches that are high and the songs are a little bit light in the femininity. I'm just saying. You use some songs from Vincent too, but like, yeah, there's a couple of people. I'm like, I get it. You want a piece of that crowd that, may have an alt account where they get to say what they want to say, but like, I promise you, they're also going to live if you just get them in the door. You gotta lead them in. You gotta bring the girls there. But like, Tony Braxton, he wasn't man enough for me. 7 whole days. And I was locked out you. I can't fake, won't take it, won't make it, won't even. I'm gonna give you all my love. Yes, all my love. Honey. Like, come on now. Like, can you imagine them ad-libbing to the Tony Braxton? Next to 7 whole bitch. What? They would eat Unbreak My Heart. Unbreak My Heart would be nasty. No Thunderpuss mixes, no Hex Hectors, no, the cut. Baby Faces cut. No, that. Dark Child mixed, if anything. Nope. No, last cassette I owned was Michael Jackson's History. Part 1, Part 2, because on cassette it had to come in like 2 different tapes. I think 2 or 3. It was a big old thick thing or whatever, but that was the last cassette I had because I'm old enough to actually have a cassette player. But these people don't know. Y'all are so lucky now to have streaming. You do not understand. It's so much ease, baby. Imagine you want to hear the song again. Click. Play. Not the right part. Click. Play. One more. Okay, there it is. You can't just go back and like, let me hear that like last second again. Let me repeat that one more time. Oh my God, the work. Shout out to anybody that ever used a pencil to like get it back. Anywho, Jane and Kenya tour, in my opinion, I loved it. I thought it was so great. Jane got her 3rd win, 2nd in a row. Congratulations to you, Jane. Seriously. Bridget. Kenya, I know you wanted it bad. You were so close, but when I tell you, be so fucking proud of yourself. You did that. Undeniable. Baby, we were right here with you. The Rant Pack had your back the whole way through. God bless. And shout out to Jane. She got luggage? Bitch, first of all, thank you for the $5,000. But new luggage? Me. Thank you for the $5,000. But I'm getting luggage? Do you know how much luggage is? When's the last time y'all bought some new luggage? And I'm not talking about at Michael's. And I'm not talking about at Russ or TJ Maxx. Because that's where I'm going to go to get luggage. Russ or TJ Maxx and trying to find the cheapest. Some good luggage, bitch. What? No. Oh my goodness. Ooh, my God. That set is about 4K. Probably. Because I didn't realize how big or how expensive the larger suitcases were until I looked up like original prices one time. And I was like, yo, no, thank you. I'm going to go to Ross and I'm going to pay muy poquito. Hey, friend. Hope you're doing well. Congratulations to Jane. No one went home. Next week is the roast of Alyssa Edwards, or a toast of Alyssa Edwards, I should say. Darlene in the commercial doesn't look like they're doing well, but that may be a fake out. We've seen them do that before on the show. I am concerned for the two people who did terrible in the reading challenge, in my opinion, which was Discord and Juicy. We shall see how this turns out. Last little bit before I wrap this up, Discord not saying what she really wanted to say until the end of Untucked really wore me out. It's like everybody was being so apologetic and trying to be nice about the situation with you. And I know you wanted to go in, but then you chose to do it later. And it was like, this thing, you could have let them have it. They actually were low-key letting you, here you go, bitch. If you want to read, pop. And she wouldn't do it until everybody left the fucking room and she was in that little booth going, you know, I really feel. And I was like, Miss Danny DeVito, if you in this brickety knees reclining chair, lean back body of yours, do not just say it to their face and get it out the way. I promise you, I'm going to give you more points. I'm not asking you to be combative, but like, fuck. That is so annoying to me. So annoying. Because they were really trying to give it. They were really trying to let you can say what you really want. If you want to go out and eat us, do it, girl. And she wouldn't give it. And Kenya, you had every right to be like, wasn't that crazy what Michelle said? And I'm glad that they actually agree with you. I'm glad that the girls were like, yeah, that was wild. Like, call me out like that, bitch. What is wrong with you? But Untucked was kind of the key. I haven't really been paying too much to Untucked because I was like, Eric, I'm going to tell you, I'm not doing Heated Rivalry on Patreon today. I'm mad exhausted. Like I've posted 8 reaction videos this week on Patreon. I hope it's okay that I'm waiting till tomorrow to do episode 4 and episode 5. I'm doing a double feature tomorrow for Patreon, but tonight I'm literally going to order food and I'm going to rest and play Poptopia until I pass out. I kid you not. Because I have had no sleep. Oh yeah, if y'all are on my Patreon, I do exclusives now, and I let the audience choose each month specific shows to watch that I can consume quickly. So right now, Heated Rivalry is our current show. Holy shit. Episode 3 owes me nothing. I literally watched my 24 to 27-year-old life in front of my eyes. I was like, wow, bitch. I was like, yo, this is a lot. I have been Kip Honey. I was like, yo, this is too much for me. I was crying and sobbing through that episode. I was like, baby, there were some folks that I wanted to make phone calls with that I know I couldn't call now, child. But listen, Iman coming back there and giving them the gift of life is literally what took place. I would have passed out. I would have lost my grip on reality in this gorgeous outfit. The fact that she gagged Bruno, who looks like a space bar with eyes, spacebar eye, sitting there going, can you get champagne for all of us? And yeah. I was like, yes, go get them champagne. Move, Bruno. Like you're not moving fast enough. You should have brought it all in. He's like, okay, like yes, that's what hotness looks like right there. But no, I would have paid for this experience. You got to say what I wanted to say, except I would have said my mother, because my mother, was the one that introduced me to Iman. But that quote about too much excess being like, I said, oh, Sister, stop. Stop. But just her talking about her time with Terry Mugler and like the impact it had on her career and their relationship in the fashion industry and what that did. I said, oh my God, y'all, we are really being fed. I said, for the new babies that did not know who this woman was, please do your research and please get into it. Like, everything. She's everything to us. Oh my God. I put her in the same like category as Sade as far as like people who I'm never gonna get tired of. People who forever will be iconic to me and I can never lose like my love ever. She's everything. But yeah, that was the episode, y'all. For RuPaul's Drag Race season 18, episode 10, another design challenge. It was awesome. Loved it personally. I thought it was a great episode. I did want someone to go home, but I was kind of okay that no one went home because I got to see my baby girl up in the top. Now, next week is a roast, and the comedy is of the comedic proportions and all that kind of good stuff. So we're going to have to wait to see what happens next week on RuPaul's Drag Race to get into it today. Do me a favor, hit that like button, share, and subscribe, become part of this Rant family. And I, again, appreciate you so very much for being a part of this live today. If you did want to drop a tippy poo in my jar, please and thank you. It's PayPal me for such my rants. Catch up Matt 924 and Venmo Rants. Once again, catch me on Patreon. It's as low as $2 a month, 670 plus reaction videos for you to consume. I did 8 this week with Heated Rivalry, UK versus the World, and Drag Race Season 18. And don't forget that we're doing Paris is Burning on Monday. That's going to be a nice movie watch along. And I've actually decided to add my favorite movies as a list of things I'll be doing for our Sunday shows. It'll be Sunday matinees, if you will. So yes. But yeah, everybody, look, I'm going to talk about Poptopia with you for just 5 more minutes and then wrap up this live real quick. Give me a... Sorry, that was a good friend of mine. And I was like, I'm going to answer the phone just so you can hear me doing my spiel. So you already know what my life is. Trey, thank you so much for the people on Venmo. I appreciate my baby. Okay. Hey, right now, the video has ended in terms of Drag Race. If you want to make your complaints about me talking for a long period of time, it won't apply. I wrapped up within less than 2 hours, and we're good. Okay, bet. Now, this game here, I'm not even going to bullshit you when I say very much a contender for Game of the Year. Very much a contender for Game of the Year. I absolutely can see it happening. Currently, this is what's going on right now, and they are building a house back here. There we go. It's supposed to be Vespa Queen's house, because I actually have fallen in love with Vespa Queen. I've never liked that Pokemon until this game. It's so wild. I'm going to just give you a little small spiel of the game and not at all give anything away because I think that's the experience. I'm also going to tell you now, stop going to YouTube to look up tips from them immediately. They're going to spoil so much from you. It is so much fun to just find things out. I kid you not. That's the best part of this game right now. It's just I've literally walked into random areas and then found things I didn't even think I'd find. Like, what the hell is this? What is going on here? It is Minecraft, Dragon Quest Builders, Animal Crossing in the world of Pokemon all put together. It is one of the biggest games I've ever played. Honestly, I never thought they would do something like this. It is a real-time game, so it is not meant to be rushed. If you do time travel, you will be punished. Yes, for those of you who like to time travel in Animal Crossing, if you have to reset the clock, all of that work is gone. So don't do that. Play the game daily. It's supposed to be meant to be played like that. And there's so many areas to do that you can actually build your level up to then open those huge areas. I'm only opened 2 so far. And I had to stop going into the second one because the second one was already like, we got to build a new Pokemon Center and find electricity. And I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm going to go back to my original zone and figure that out. Because what do you mean there's another world? This is called Poptopia. And it just recently came out. And it's a cozy kind of game that you can play. That's my Ditto character. But basically, and it's sad. If I could, I'm gonna tell you just not the full story, but it's actually a sad beginning. Though it's almost like after the apocalypse. I'm not joking. Something happened where everything was destroyed and all the humans left and Pokemon were abandoned. I'm not bullshitting you. You start off as a Ditto that wakes up after being trapped in your Pokeball and your master is no longer there and you don't know where they are. And so you turn yourself into a human version of your trainer because that's how much you love them. You find yourself running into a random Tangrowth who's basically almost, I would say, you know how there's that one guy in the apocalypse who's like fully lost his mind, but also extremely intelligent. And so he's just a collector and a hoarder. That's happening. Who's like, I've been trying to figure out, I've never seen a Pokemon. It's been me by myself this entire time. It's so sad. You're like, what? And so he's like, can you help me like rebuild the world? Are you serious? Yo, as you're playing, y'all, I kid you not, this is one of the best parts of the game. They have dialogue for all the Pokemon. So it's not just all that kind of bullshit, right? They're having full conversations with you. I had to take screenshots and start recording some of the combos because they were getting deep. Vespiquen and Combee were having a conversation about giving her nectar, and the Combees, there's 3 on top of each other. So it's like corner left, corner right, bottom. And they're all like arguing with each other, like who's the best. And she's like, I love you all equally. I would never choose between you two. You all mean so much to me. And we can do this. Like, I'm sitting here reading the conversation going, what just happened? Did I get a life lesson? Am I closer to God now? What's going on? I'm not joking. And then it gets to this Driftbloom is like lost and is like, I miss humans so much. I used to be so happy when humans were around and now they're not anymore. And I used to love being around human kids because they always make me feel so special, but everybody's gone. Like, I'm sitting here like, what is happening? This is so sad. Magikarp, my trainer's no longer here. What? Slowpoke. I just woke up from a dream. What? Deep. I'm not joking. I'm not joking. And then they give you presents. They become, like my friend said, it's almost going to feel like they're your kids or like your family a little bit as you keep playing. He's not joking. It's really wild. Like, I woke up this morning and I was like, I got to work on this video. But then I was like, I have to check on these Pokemon. I kept on thinking that the whole day. Like, I got to check on them. I literally opened the game after I finished my edit, and Charmander's like, hey, missed you so much. Oh, man, I hope you had a good night rest. I was thinking about you here. Who are you? We're not living together. What's going on? You can be as creative as you want to be. They give you kits to make the houses. If you want to build neighborhoods, you can make it a very earth zone. You can literally go as far as you want to. It has the Minecraft aspects of building on those blocks, but way more detailed. But also it has a level of in Animal Crossing to where you can just put the plots up and the houses are already made, and you can build furniture, you can get furniture, and there's tasks to do, and there's always something to do. I played it for several hours last night and then go to bed until like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like after I did my reaction video, and it was like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. I cooked dinner while I was playing it and everything. It was crazy. I didn't want to put it down. I just didn't want to put it down. I was like, every time I turn around, I had something else to do. Like, I never got a break. And I love that because you think of a game like that, like Animal Crossing, you can burn it out once you get past like that, week, and you got all the stuff you want and you're done. This game it's going to continue to be very fruitful for a very long time. I think this is one of the best things they've done. Also, there are events that happen to where you can only get certain Pokemon within a certain amount of time. And that's a gag. It's also based off the habitats you create. So it makes you be creative with how you lay out I cannot stress it enough. So for the little time I've had with it so far, it is Game of the Year worthy. It's not going to, I don't know if it's going to win, but I almost guarantee. No, I'm not going to say that because let's not do that. I can definitely see, there we go, it being on the list for this upcoming roster for Game of the Year. Everything you see online, the hype is real. Like, it's a joy to play, and the music is... I have my headphones on when I play it. I don't even play it on the TV. I have my headphones on. I just want to hear it. It's so beautiful. But yeah, I know the Switch 2 it's wild, and I got very much blessed and lucky thanks to James CO. But who sent that for my birthday. Thank you. But like some of my friends got a Switch 2 and they got the game. They're like, bro, now I'm on my Switch 2. Like I liked all those other games, but now I'm on it. So if there's any game I'm gonna recommend, if you're like, I want to get that system, but I don't think I like the other get Poptopia. Start there. Have a blast, because my God. But yes, highly recommend it. If you see those videos online from creators and stuff, watch it, because you can do so much in that game. It's so much fun. Okay, y'all. I am done. I'm done for the day. If you did want to visit my island in Poptopia, I don't know if I've unlocked that yet, but I'll figure that out. We'll see. Join my Discord and we talk about it there. So if you want to talk about anything that's really off topic and off the subject and all that kind of jazz, Discord is going to be where it's at, as well as the Patreon community. So again, I appreciate you all. Drop a tippy poo if you feel like it while you're out walking out the door. Let me see here, because I feel like I had a tippy poo come in the middle of the night, my dreams, and I was trying to see if I have it up here. I think it was Lena. I'm not sure. I don't know. Like it was Lena. I think it was Lynn, if I'm correct here. Where's my iPad? Oh, boom, perfect. Ha. I just want to give somebody some love because it was off camera and we want to make sure everybody gets their shout outs too. And I've been not good about that lately. I need to get better with it. Pull up system. Lynn, see, I was close. All right, thank you, Lynn. That was earlier at 4:00 in the morning, so that's why I was like, let me not forget here. So yes, thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Very early morning love that you gave me. So okay, y'all, I'm gonna go order a pizza and pass out, low-key playing this and doing whatever. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see you tomorrow on my Patreon for the Heated Rivalry double feature, and then you'll see me again Monday here on YouTube to talk about House of Villains, and then of course all the rest of it ensued. What happened? Oh, Drewski, hold on, babe, I'm coming. Bam, Drewsk. I'm glad you caught me. Thank you. Hello, all. I'm late and sorry if it's already been said, but why did Michelle ask who helped Kenya? The question should have been for Juicy instead. Ooh. You may have missed it because you weren't here, but I did go off just a tad bit because I was like, I don't like that. Why are we doing that? It's not like she was the only person who had trouble making something, who is still left. Why? But I think that's the narrative they wanted to give of like, we were so surprised. And Michelle wanted to give it a little bit like a little tough. You know what I'm saying? She loved, white pepper. I'm assuming it was giving white pepper, Drewski. I think that's what she was going for. She had her plate in her hand. What's your problem, bitch? That was what that was giving. Thank you. Okay. All right, everybody. Have yourselves a Merry Christmas. No, enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will see y'all later. Woo, baby. The way I'm about to just click out after this. I will talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all. Take care. Listen.